Hello. I'm sitting here drinking my breakfast tea, which turns out to be Kimon. It always reminds me of Michael, because when he was about 6 or 7, it was a very cold winter in Santa Barbara. And if you looked up onto the hills at the back of Santa Barbara, you could see it had snowed, and there was a white ridge along the top of it. That was very new, and Michael was fascinated because he'd never seen snow. The other children had all seen snow, but he was born later than them. He was younger than them. And so he had never seen snow. And so he came to me that morning and he said, "There's snow on the hills. I've never seen snow. Will you take me and show me what snow is?" Well, I thought about that. You know, taking a child out of school for days is not a light thing with me. But I thought it was a reasonable request. He'd never seen snow. So I said, okay, let's make some lunch. So we got some sandwiches together and some fruit and drinks and got in the car. And we went up the hill. Took a little while till we got to the top. And by the side of the road, he had been seeing more and more clumps of this white stuff. When we got to the top of the hill, though, it was white all over. The roads had been cleared, though, so we were perfectly safe, but we looked out across the valley, and it was covered with white. Snow everywhere. So, you know, he gets out of the car and he satisfies his curiosity. He picks it up, he tastes it. It's cold. But it's water, but it's cold water. It comes from the sky. So it was a lovely morning that I spent with him. And I thought, well, at least he's seen snow now. And we came back down the hill and he said, "I'm cold." And I said, "Yes, I am too. Why don't we go and have some tea?" He said, "Oh, never had tea." I thought, my goodness, this is a day of new occasions. So we went to the tea house, which was a lovely place where you sat on big fat cushions and you had a little round table in front of you, which was low so that it was your height when you were sitting on the floor. And they brought us the menu and we read the menu. And he was very excited because he thought he would taste this tea, Kimon tea. There's Lapsang Souchong. That sounds Chinese. I said, "What are you going to have?" Well, I think he chose the Lapsang in the end, but I'm not quite sure. I know I chose the Russian Caravan, which is a mixture of the two of them, you know. So we sat there on our cushions and drank our tea, and I am remembering this now, because every time I have Kimon tea, I remember Michael going to look to see what snow was, and then coming back and spending a pleasant hour or so with me in the tea room in AlphaGo in Santa Barbara when he was about 6 or 7. Bye-bye.